So, Lily Allen has just released her latest album, West End Girl, and it is wild. The entire album is a hate letter to her now ex-husband, David Harbour, who I'm sure most of us know him as the sheriff from Stranger Things. This album is not coy, it is not mysterious. In no uncertain terms does she tells you everything that went wrong in this marriage, which primarily was David's wandering eye, wandering hands, and wandering eggplant. Lily Allen was not playing around. She gives explicit details on everything that happened. I mean, the entire album actually opens up with her telling about how once her and her husband moved to a house in Brooklyn, she ended up getting a role in a play and had to go back and stay in London. He didn't seem to be happy about that. She went back to London. And next thing you know, he's calling her and telling her that he wants to be in an open relationship. Towards the end of the title song, West End Girl, she even has like a reenactment of that phone call. Hi, how are you? I miss you. Yeah, huh? Yeah, right. Okay. Well, I mean, it doesn't make me feel great. Well, if that's what you need to do, then I guess. And it makes me really sad. And it's basically a conversation about how he told her he wanted to open up their marriage. Throughout the album, Lily is extremely vulnerable with how him wanting to be in an open relationship really messed with her self-esteem and insecurities. She talks about how he would also be lying. It wasn't even just like the fact that he wanted it to be open, he was lying. Also, in the beginning, when she agreed to have this open relationship, there were some parameters that they set in which she said she didn't want it to be anyone that they knew, that they both knew. She wanted him to pay for it, pay for these proclivities. And she wanted it to be basically emotionless. And it turns out, obviously, that's usually that wasn't the case, as it usually is in these types of one-sided poly relationships. So I'm just going to go through some lyrics on the album so you can understand what it was about. I found a shoebox full of handwritten letters from broken-hearted women wishing you could have been better. Sheets pulled off of the bed, strewn all on the floor, long black hair probably from the night before. Dwayne Reed bag with handles tied, X toys, peach plugs, and stuff inside. Hundreds of Trojans. You're so effing, I believe she says sick or something like that. So this song in particular refers to an apartment that he got in Manhattan, independent of the house where they lived in, which, girl, I mean, you must have known, but she's 40, he's 50. No, she don't really have an excuse. She knew. But in this song, she's saying, like, I didn't know it was your kitty palace, killy palace. I thought it was a dojo. Apparently, he's into martial arts. Some people also think this could double as the Mojo Dojo Casa House from the Barbie movie. So she's in the song. So am I looking at an ex-addict, wondering, because there's just so many women. There's just, he can't really stop himself. And she's wondering, are you actually sick? Like, I thought it was just like, you wanted to sleep with someone here or there, but like, you're actually a sicko. Like, something's wrong with you. And here in this song, she's upset that, again, the relationship was supposed to be meaningless with the people, but she goes through his bedside drawer. She realizes that he took someone to Bergdorf's on May 24th, bought her a handbag. It wasn't cheap. She was in London, probably asleep, questioning herself, like, why are you doing these nice things for her? Why are you treating her nice? Do you love her? You're not telling me you love me. You're not wanting to sleep with me, And this is another song where she's speculating about a mystery woman that he was messing with. And she asked, what is she famous? Somebody famous? What are you so scared of? Do you think I'm going to contact her and tell her what for? Going to get divorced? It's a marriage of convenience, and it's her you adore. I think you're sinking. You're protecting a lie. She basically accuses him of potentially being in love with this person. She feels like he married her just simply for the look because he needed to be married. I know we've heard those sayings before that men who are married get paid more. I mean, I hear that in the corporate life, but maybe that's true for Hollywood as well. So eventually they got so estranged that Lily herself ended up getting on the apps and trying to find someone to date and sleep with. And now I'm looking on my Tinder. Well, maybe I'm more of a hinderer. He wants to take me out to dinner. Hope he looks better than his picture. I've been trying to be open. I just want to meet your needs. And for some reason, I revert to people pleasing. I'll be your non-monogamy mummy. So that was unhurt. She has a song called Non-Monogamy Mummy, which is, obviously a play on those two words. And she talks about how she's 40 and she feels like she's too old looking, which is crazy because he's 50. And so she feels old. She started planning to get a facelift. He's sleeping around on her with women who are younger than her. It's, eating at her insecurities. You keep me in the dark, tell yourself it's kind, protect me from the pain, pretending, that he doesn't want to tell her what's really going on. Meanwhile, I'm losing my mind, looking at my reflection. I feel so drawn, so old. I booked a facelift, wondering how long it might hold. I gave you all my power, and this is really nasty work. Did you fall in love with someone who isn't me? Why are we here talking about vasectomies? Did you get someone pregnant? Someone who isn't me? Did you take her to the clinic? Did you hold her hand? Is she having your baby? But you gave me just enough. Hope to hold nothing. It's just that nasty work. Now, this song, Dallas Major, I feel like this might be one of the top singles of the album. And even in the beginning, the song has a reggae feel, which definitely reminded me of her original first album, All Right Still, which, and you make me smile, don't make me smile. That song that everybody knows. That album is like reggae and ska. And like, even in the beginning, there's like a, co-singer who's like says this is some original shit here, which I think is calling back to her earlier work. But this is like an upbeat reggae song, and she's like, my name is Dallas Major and I've come out to play. I guess this is her sexy alter ego, looking for someone to have fun with while my husband works away. I'm almost nearly 40. I'm just shy of 5'2". I'm a mom to teenage children. Does that sound like fun to you? Because I hate it here, I hate it here, I hate it here. It's really sad, but honestly, I love the transparency. And finally, on the last song called Fruity Loop, Lily Allen releases the clip into this guy. And when she says, you're just a little boy looking for his mummy. Things have gotten complicated with all the fame and money. Playing with his toys, he just wants attention. He really can't do attachment. Scared he's gonna get abandoned. And finally, I see, it's not me, it's you. She even criticizes herself. I'm just a little girl looking for a daddy. Thought we could break the cycle. Thought that I could keep you happy. It is what it is. You're a mess. I'm a itch. Wish I could fix all your but that it's your to fix because it's not me, it's you. In the second to the last song on the album called Let You Win, Lily Allen tells us why she even made this album in the first place. Because she feels like David has taken absolutely everything from her, destroyed her self-esteem, wasted years of her life. And she feels by being silent, he's winning. He's getting away with it. It's okay for him. And so she made this album to release herself from the shame, release her fear, to expose him, because motherfucker, F you! You just did all this shit to me and now you're gonna get away with it? I don't think so. I'm expected to be nice, pick up the pieces. What is it you sacrifice? I'm protecting you from your secrets. Don't tell the children. The truth would be so brutal. Your reputation is unstained. God knows how long you've been getting away with it. So why should I let you win? I will not absorb your shame. It was you who put me through this. I could tell myself you'll change. Do it again. Be deluded. Never get your sympathy. I don't think you're able, but I can walk out with my dignity if I lay my truth on the table. Lied to the children, the ending was mutual. I'll shoulder all the pain. I'm sick of carrying suffering for your sins. I've already let you in, so why should I let you win? You've taken everything. Overall, I thought the album was great. Like, don't get me wrong, it is very on the nose, but it's well written and it's not corny like a certain other messy artist who makes music about people. The beats are great. It's very musical. it's not corny. She rhymes well. She describes things well. It's unique. Like, I just thought it was a great album. And I think everybody should listen to it. I gotta admit though, listening to this, I'm like, it don't make me want to get back out on those dating streets no time soon. Because why? Just be single. What is the point of getting married monogamously, okay, if you just want to sleep around and be outside? If you want to do that, just don't get married. Just be upfront. I feel like a lot of people like David Harbour, they knew that that's what they wanted all along. He probably knew who he was all along, that he was promiscuous, okay? Leave her alone. If you're promiscuous, leave the monogamous people alone, okay? Like I said, the album was great, but I'm not gonna lie, I was quite disgusted afterward. I'm just like, ew. Like, obviously, I'm never gonna be able to look at him the same again. And I'm just like, I've dealt with this with someone who, again, like I said, had a wandering eye, wandering hands, and a wandering eggplant. And just, yeah, pass. I'll pass. Okay? I'll pass. And this is all crazy because the new season of Stranger Things is coming out. And, you know, I've seen people say that she dropped this in time because, you know, it's going to mess up his press tour or whatever. But I think that their divorce just got finalized. So it makes sense that, like, right after her divorce finalized, she drops an album. Yeah, it's crazy. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about these lyrics. Have you listened to the album? What's your favorite song on the album? Talking relationship wise, like, what do you guys think about this? Like, why do you think people like this? I'm trying to not say men. I'm trying, always a man, okay? But I'm trying not to say men. Why are men like this? But why are people like this when they know they don't want to be monogamous, but they end up choosing monogamous people? I don't understand that. I don't understand that. You know that you want to be a Leonardo DiCaprio type or whatever, then just be that. Why do you have to trick someone into being in a monogamous relationship and locking them down and then dogging them out? I don't get it.